Hi everyone, it's Wednesday Warriors, and it's me, Arielle. And this week, I'm going to be talking about bravery again. This time, I'll be talking about bravery as a stepping stone. That's the great thing about bravery. It can be a stepping stone to bigger and better things. It's sort of like a prerequisite to get yourself on a great track and keep yourself on a great track. Bravery can help you accomplish goals. Bravery can help you with self-esteem. In last week's video, I talked about bravery as something that we all can tap into, something that we can learn, something that we can find, and that everyone has the ability to tap into bravery. One of the things I talked about in an earlier video several years ago was the difference between assertive and aggressive. A lot of people are afraid to use bravery in order to be assertive, because they have the idea in their head that being assertive is the same thing as being aggressive. And that's not the case. And sometimes it just takes a little reminder. We just need to remind ourselves what being assertive really means. To be assertive, you have to remember that what you have to say is worth saying. Using your voice is part of being assertive. When you want to say something and you don't, you are giving more power to something or to other people. And when you don't speak up, when you wish you were speaking up, you're relinquishing a little piece of yourself. And I've talked about this so many times that as you continue to relinquish those little pieces of yourself, soon you're going to be left with nothing. And being left with nothing, being left with no more power, is a terrible place to be. One of the things that you can do to learn how to be more assertive is to find people in your life whom you admire and who are assertive, and ask them, how did you become assertive? How did you find this confidence? How did you find this inner peace to say what you want to say and what you need to say? It sounds so simple, but how many times do we see someone who has a trait that we admire and that we want to build in ourselves, and we just think to ourselves, that's a really great characteristic, but we don't ask for guidance. We don't ask for some pointers, for some tips, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. The definition for aggressive is tending towards unprovoked offenses, attacks, or invasions, militantly forward or menacing, making an all-out effort to win or succeed. Pushy. Assertive means confidently aggressive or self-assured. Positive. An assertive style of behavior is to interact with other people while standing up for yourself, for your rights. Being assertive is to one's benefit, but it does not mean that one always gets what he or she wants. The result of being assertive is that you feel good about yourself, and other people know how to deal with you. So can you see how being aggressive and being assertive are not the same things? This all falls under bravery. One of the things I've told people to do is to pretend that they're a third party in a situation. So think of a situation that you've been in recently with you and another person, or with you and several other people, and sort of replay that scenario in your head and think about being a third party there that no one could see, some invisible person who's watching everything. And look back at all of the things that you said and that you did, and see if there was anything that you could have done differently to be more assertive, to be more brave, to help yourself more in even the smallest of situations. Sometimes you need that other perspective. You have to get out of yourself. You have to get outside of you and see it from a different angle. This is one of the ways you can teach yourself. Don't undermine your own self-confidence. Part of being assertive is learned. Being assertive, being brave, can help us in so many aspects of our lives. Too many people think that the word assertive has negative connotations, and it doesn't have to. And in fact, it really doesn't have negative connotations. We spin them into negative connotations, and I think especially for women, for girls, the trait assertiveness, the descriptive word assertive, it seems like it's this negative thing. And when someone is described that way and they're female, it's almost like a bad thing. you're a bitch, or you're cocky, or you're outspoken. It's simply not true. Assertiveness can be quiet. It can be calm. It just means that you're doing what's best for yourself, you're using your voice, and you're putting yourself as a priority in your own life. It means you're being brave. Be brave, be bold, go forth, be assertive. Do this for yourself. It's a fantastic gift, and more than that, it's a necessity in this world. I hope you have a great week, everyone. I will see you next time.